This is Woodside Church Youth.
Good morning, I hope you are well. My name is Andy Gibbons and I am part of the youth team here at Woodside. Normally you would find me at the West site, however today I am here at home in my living room speaking to you guys. So I pray that what I have to bring to you guys today speaks to you, and I pray for that. Obviously we are going through the fruits of the Spirit, and Hannah a couple of weeks ago took us through what love is and how we can love people during this time, particularly our neighbours and our family. And then last week we looked at joy, and Hannah said, how can we know joy during times where joy seems to be in short supply? And so today we're going to look at peace. And I'm going to start by reading Galatians 5 verse 22. So I would say if you've got a Bible, please turn to Galatians 5:22. And it says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. What is peace? So it's a question that I asked myself when I was looking at this. Well, what does peace mean? In a worldly sense, peace can mean anything from being calm, not having worry in your life. The problem with worldly peace is it doesn't last. It's very temporary, and when we've got worldly peace, it doesn't last when things don't go right. But what's godly peace? What does it mean to have a peace from God? This is what I think it means. I've written it down, but this is what I think it means. Peace is the assurance in God that He has everything under control. That there is a bigger plan, that we trust in His plan, that we don't lose heart. When things go wrong, we don't lose heart. But we trust that God's plan is bigger and better than what we think. So what that means is that God's plan is better, and that we don't know God's plan, but God's plan is bigger and better than us, and we trust in God that He has everything under control, that we put our trust and our faith in God, and through that peace comes. Through that peace is evident in our lives. And it says in Colossians 3 verse 15, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body, you were called to peace. We are called as Christians to know the peace of God in our lives. And that means whatever we go through, we are called to know the peace of God. 1 Peter 5 verse 7 says, cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. That means that any worry that we might have, we need to put our faith and our trust in God, because He cares for us. He loves us. And so that means that when we are worried and when we're not feeling peaceful, we need to give our worries to God. And through that, peace comes. This has been something that I've been challenged with recently. As the COVID-19 situation has been going on, my brother has had COVID-19 symptoms, and it's been something that worried me greatly for a few days. People are dying of COVID-19, people are very ill with COVID-19, and I was very worried that my brother would be very ill with this, and I was very, very worried, and I had to learn to put my trust in God, and I had to learn to put my faith in God. And I did that through 3 ways. And the first way that the first thing that I did was I prayed for peace to come upon me. And every time I was worried, I said, Lord, just fill me with your peace, because I'm very worried about this. And that would be something that I would suggest you do yourself. If you're worried about something, pray for the peace of God to fill your heart. If you're worried about somebody with COVID-19, or if you're worried that you yourself might have it, or that you're just generally worried about the situation, pray that God will fill you with peace. That's the first thing that I did. The second thing was that we as a family got other people to pray that God would intervene. And so we went on the Well, which is a messaging app on WhatsApp, a messaging group, and we went on and we told people that my brother wasn't very well, and people prayed and people sent encouraging messages to us, and that would be something that I would suggest you do. If you are struggling and if you are worried, get people to pray with you. Get people to stand with you in prayer. Don't go through it on your own. Get people to stand with you. That would be my second thing that I would do. The third thing is actually listen to worship music. And actually, if you're going through a period where you're worried, actually just stick some worship music on. A song that I'm finding very helpful at the moment is Waymaker, because it talks about God being in control of the situation, and it's something that I've listened to over and over again over the last few days, just to remind myself of who God is and the fact that He is in control of the situation. So that's the third thing that I would do. So first thing is to pray for peace to come upon your life. Second thing is actually to pray, to get other people to pray for you. And then the third thing is to listen to worship music, to listen to truth in worship music. Maybe put on a New Day song that's maybe something that you might want to do. So I'm going to finish by praying for us and praying peace to come on your guys' lives. So, Lord God, I pray that people listening today, if they are full of worry, if they are full of anxiety, I pray that your peace will come upon their lives. I pray that you will fill everybody with peace, that they will learn to trust in you, that people will see the bigger picture and they will understand that God has got this under control. I pray that you will come in Jesus' name, fill people with your peace. In Jesus' name, amen.